All right, to solve linear equations, we need to follow these 4 steps. And the first step is simplifying. Simplifying means removing parentheses or combining like terms on the same side of the equal sign. So these can be simplified to a negative 6x plus 40 equals, and then this side, the 13 and the negative 3, can be made as a 10. So that's step 1. Step 2 then is to move the letters. So I'm going to move this letter over, and so I change the sign. And I'm going to move the number over and change its sign. And when I do that, I get negative 3x equals negative 30. And then I can divide by my negative 3, and I get my answer of 10. This problem, we have parentheses we can remove. So we have 5x equals 8x plus 24. Then I'm going to move the 8x over because it's now simplified, so it makes it a negative 8x. So I get negative 3x equals 24. And when I divide by negative 3, I get the answer is negative 8. So down here, we're going to do the same thing. Combine my like terms. So negative 7 and 3 will give me a negative 4x plus 25 equals, and the 16 and negative 3 get combined. So that's 13 minus 2x. Once you have it simplified, I now move the letters over to the left. So that'll be a plus 2x. And I move the numbers to the right. So that's going to be a minus 25. And when I do that, I get a negative 2x equals a negative 12. Divide by my negative 2, so this is solving, and x equals 6. Last problem, I have parentheses I can remove, so 8x equals 2x plus 12, so I remove the parentheses, that's how you simplify. And then I'm going to move my 2x over, so it's a minus 2x. So I get 6x equals 12, and now I solve, and when I solve, I get my answer of 2. When you have fractions, you want to take, and we want to remove this, so we're going to multiply, and we're going to multiply by whatever the denominator is. If the denominator happens to be just one number, you would multiply by that one number. In this case, there are two different numbers, so I multiply them, so I'm going to multiply by 10. So now I'm going to multiply 10 times this everything, so 10 times 3 and divide by 2 is 15x. 10 times 1 divided by 5 is 2x. And 10 times a negative 39 divided by 5 is a negative 78. Now this equation looks just like the last problem, so I'm going to move my 2x over by changing its sign. So I get 13x equals a negative 78. And so x equals a negative 6 when I divide by 13. Solving an equation where we have this, we do go through the same process. I'm going to remove my parentheses, so I get 2x plus 6 equals 2x plus 4. Then I move my letters over and make it negative 2x. And I move my numbers over if I want to. So this will become 0, this becomes 0, this becomes a negative 6, a negative 2. So I get 0 equals a negative 2. The letters cancel each other out right here. And so I get a solution that doesn't make any sense or doesn't equal. So this is what's called a no solution. And you can write no solution or this empty set symbol. Now on this problem over here, I'm going to combine my like terms. So I get 2x plus 5. And this one I get 2x plus 5. And if you notice right here, they're the same thing, but I'm going to go through the process. I'm going to move my 2x over, so it's a minus 2x, and I move my 5 over, which is a minus 5. And when I do this problem, this is 0, and this is 0, so I get 0 equals 0. They're the same thing also. So my equations were the same, my numbers were the same, and so this is what's called all solutions. So as long as you get the same numbers equaling each other, no letters, it's all solutions.